Let's think of it. Time flies, but this is our last of the year, as I said, and we're going to go around the room. We'll go quickly.
Exploded and fire or smoke. You can't see anything.
Survivors to be clear after that first strike.
And we're standing. You may say one thing, that drugs coming, including allies, but they were ripping us off for years. I won't use the names. I won't mention Japan. I refuse to mention South Korea. I will not mention names. But they were ripping us off like nobody's ever been ripped off before, and taking horrible advantage of your country. The air traffic control under Putin. We inherited the worst inflation, but we have 20 states that are now selling gasoline at less than the $2.75, and it was at $5 under Sleepy Joe. But you always find something new, like, is he in good health? Biden was great, but is Trump in good health? I sit here, I do 4 news conferences a day. I ask questions from very intelligent lunatics, you people. I give the right answers. There's never a scandal, there's never a problem. If I go one day, I had one day where I didn't do a news conference, there's something wrong with the president. You people are crazy. I'll let you know when there's something wrong. There will be someday. That's going to happen to all of us. But right now, I think I'm sharper than I was 25 years ago, but who the hell knows? Who was the last president to take one? No president has ever agreed to take one.
Arrest and hand over and then do it.
And we get charged nothing.
Safe on American roadways. And then we're just getting faster.
And politicians that force.
Some of you have achievements that are so big, I don't want you to go through the whole thing because we're not done.
So we're going to build hundreds of billions of dollars, financed by the Japanese and the Koreans, meaning they give us the money, we build it here, and we split the cash flow 50-50. Right? We've now turned that. $300 billion is committed to America, and then working together with Bobby Kennedy, right, pounding away on that MFN work.
In our own hemisphere. As I've said.
And then he hit you real hard. The middleman. I said, who are the middlemen? Nobody knew who the middleman was. You know,
they're working hard on the border. At the end of that,
complete review of every single aspect of what happened in the war.
Recruiting and retention under President Trump is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like it.
Else generally kept higher tariffs, higher non-tariff barriers.
It's an honor to be in this role. It's also an honor.
Of course, we're fixing that immediately. We're going to bring on demand for electricity in North Dakota grew 35%.
To all of our friends and allies around the world, that's helping do that. And you're getting
and have a lot of these companies reinvest in America, expand healthcare transparency, and make. Obviously, Administrator Leffler and I are on the road a lot together because we're talking about Main Street. As we do not need the numbers that we have seen across this country, or our 4th through 8th graders, the numbers that we have seen across this country, or our 4th through 8th graders.
From D.C. to Alexandria, Virginia.
Farmers back at the center of it. Labor went up 47%. Fertilizer went up 36%. Fuel went up 28% away for eminent domain. 286,000 dead people, the dead people's social security numbers being used. Begun and will begin to stop. It's dozens of trade deals.
Where our 4th through 8th graders, in line with the executive order, I'm working with Dean more and more of that, where we also...
As we close out with it, I want to also say a big celebration going.
Deserve tremendous credit for the transformational aspect of our foreign policy. For the first time in probably 4 decades, the Americans and American workers and American farmers, this is not our money, this is taxpayer money. When the president... Whether it makes us safer and stronger and more prosperous, if it is, he's for it. If it doesn't, he's against it. And that sort of clarity is transformational. I close with this, and I know I'm last, so I wanted to be fast, but there was a lot to cover. I do want to say this is the most wonderful and magical time of the year.
I hope it wasn't too long, but it was very concise, and I'm impressed by these people. I'll tell you, how strong are you? You've been holding it for 2 hours. You know, there are very few physically. There are very few people who could do. I'm very proud of you.
In pounds by the midterms.
In the meantime, there's nothing more important than we can do.
East Asia and the Far East were part of a broader strategy.
And do nothing but bitch. You're the gentleman that was in charge of that is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Well, look, for billions of dollars, billions.
So you didn't see any survivors, to be clear, after that first strike?
I did not personally see survivors because the thing was on fire. It was exploded and fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war. This is what you in the press don't understand. You sit in your air-conditioned offices or up on Capitol Hill and you nitpick and you plant fake stories in the Washington Post about kill everybody, phrases on anonymous sources not based in anything, not based in any truth at all.
And we're going to start doing those strikes on land too. You know, the land is much easier. It's much easier. And we know the routes they take. We know everything about them. We know where they live. We know where the bad ones live. And we're going to start that very soon too. A little coming in by sea. I think we've knocked out.
This is drugs running on motor fast boats.
Tremendous bench. Really a tremendous. Something wrong with them. Okay? There's something wrong with them. Somalians ripped off that state for billions of dollars. Billions. Every year. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. They got nothing. And they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it. Nice to see you again. That was a long news conference we had before, wasn't it? Yeah, but it was a good one.
A future that they can see is.
Sure. So we kind of started with a small amount, to be honest.
Today is Giving Tuesday, one of the biggest days of the year for philanthropy and charitable giving. In honor of America's 250th anniversary, the Dells are announcing today that they are giving 25 million American children $250 each to save. And
we believe the smartest investment that we can make is an investment in children.
We kind of started with a smaller amount, to be honest. And we started talking about Texas only at the beginning.
And adopting the state of Texas. Pretty excited about the idea.
Yep, and we went back and forth, and as we do on these things.
Singing
this is
out.
where we ended up. So, but
investing in children.